So today we are going to talk about Iraab. So you can ask yourself, what is Iraab? The English word here would be case endings. I want to discuss this thing with a lot of ease so that you are not confused. You would hear something in English about the nominative case, then you'd hear something about the accusative, then you'd hear about something like the genitive, etc. But I don't want to discuss it this way. But this is nominative case. This is no. It will confuse you more. I want us to just label these cases. Maybe at a later stage we shall find out something more about these cases. So we are going to be hearing something like case 1, because I just want a way which can be best understood by you. You hear case 2 and case 3. Now, without reference to these nominative, genitive, etc., those cases. Now, in Arabic, we shall have 3 cases. Now, what I want you to understand here is that in this language, the Arabic language, every isim, I wish you could only get this today, every isim can have 3 faces. There will be 3 different ways that an isim can be presented. So when you hear about case 1, case 2, case 3, this shows to you that there will be 3 ways, 3 different ways that an isim, an adjective, a pronoun, or a noun can appear in this language. So we are going to differentiate this into categories, but for now, for purposes of brevity today, I want us to discuss about the Iraab chart, for masculine, simple, plural. So here you can have a brief view of what we are trying to talk about. We have said we are going to have a chart, so we shall have case 1, and we shall have case 2, and we shall have case 3. And remember, we said that in this language, an isim can be presented in 3 different ways. So along this side, we may have the plural, or we can start with the singular, then dual, then plural. Now, this thing may look complicated, but it is so easy that I don't want anything to confuse you at any stage. Number 1, we have, which word can we use that will not confuse? Okay, let's use the word that we used in the previous is Muslim. The word is Muslim. It is like now. At this stage, I want you to note that there will be no time in Arabic where you will read this word as Muslim. We are now advancing. This word will either be Muslimun, okay, even if it's not written, but when you learn, you'll know when to say Muslimun or Musliman, Musliman, or Muslimin. Now, I want you to look at these three different ways. Number one, we said it can be in singular. This word will either be Musliman Musliman or Muslimun, Musliman, or Muslimin. That is the plural. Okay? I want you to pay attention to this. We said it can have three faces. So these are the three different ways in which you'll have to speak this word. How about if it's plural? If it's plural, case one will be Musliman. If you remember duo, I hope you remember duo. Then you remember we said duo has two forms. You remember those times when we said it is either Musliman or Muslimain. I think you remember that, Muslimain. So you have Muslimain, that is case 2. Then case 3 will also be Muslimain. Okay, then plural, you remember we said we put the un. We're talking about the simple case, one which is not complicated. Okay, plural is going to be Muslimuna, if you remember what we have just talked about. Muslimuna or Muslimina. And here case 3 will also have Muslimina. So you will notice something here, that case 1 in duo is Musliman, case 2 Muslimain, and here case 3 Muslimain. Same here on case 1, plural is Muslimuna, case 2 is Muslimina, and case 3 Muslimina. So I want you to look into these things like a table. Remember we said that an isim will have 3 different faces. An isim, we are talking about adjectives, we are talking about... Now, why will you ask yourself, why do we have these cases? They are rules that govern the language. Now, for example, I can give you just 2 about the many rules that we are going to see. There is a rule that if an isim follows a preposition, it must be in case 3. If an isim follows a preposition, then it has to be in case 3. And they will also tell you that an isim or an adjective will take the same case as the noun it is trying to define. So, I mean, There are many rules we are going to see that govern this, but I didn't want to have it complicated. For example, I don't want you to look about the nominative case, the accusative case, all these other cases. I just want you to lower it down to cases. This is case 1, case 2, case 3. When you understand these 3 different cases, it's going to help you a lot in what we are going to have to do. Now, for example, let's have a look at the noun. Let's have a look at the noun of a name. Let's just use a name in this particular case. In this particular case, let's have a name like Muhammad. Muhammad. There is no way we are going to write this as Muhammad like this. No way. So when you bear this thing in mind, it's going to simplify your learning. That number 1, case 1 will either be Muhammadun or case 2 Muhammadan or case 3 Muhammadin. This is how it will always be written. Even if it's Khalid, you'll have Khalidun, Khalidan, Khalidin. Those names. I think when you hear that now, it won't confuse you. Okay? Now, there are many rules we are going to be looking at, but I wanted you to know that we have started something to do with cases. Now, these different cases are what we term as Iraab. Now, for example, look at this sentence. Okay, I'll have just a very brief sentence here. It reads, this is Muhammad, this is Rasul, this is Allah. And I told you yesterday that Arabic has a way of joining these words. So you cannot say Muhammad, Rasul, Allah. No. But you'll hear something Muhammadun. You see how this now is going to case 1. Muhammadun Rasulullah. Muhammadun Rasulullah. Rasulullah. It is added, so you won't say Muhammadun Rasul Allah. No, you add this. You'll have these words are added. So it will be read as Muhammadun Rasulullah. Muhammadun Rasulullah. Muhammad, a prophet, is a prophet is the prophet of Allah. You can have any other. You can even put, okay, Khalid is here. You won't read it Khalid Hunna. No. Khalidun Hunna. Khalid is here. Khalidun Hunna. So you're going to hear of this word Khalidun, Khalidan, Khalidin. You'll hear most of that. And I want it not to confuse you, but for today, I want you to brace yourself that we have started the Iraab. We are going to be having case 1, case 2, case 3. And I'm saying that in Arabic, an isim will have 3 different faces. Now, this is for men. I don't want to put a female name here. I don't want to put, male. Remember, it was for male, masculine, simple, plural. male masichuli. So next time we are going to be adding some more about this, and I hope it will be fun. It must not confuse you. People have done it. Young children have learned these things. Young children, just young children. So it means if you offer it time, you can learn it too. Thank you so much.